Good evening, and welcome to Taco Talk. Hello, Susanna Morrison. Thank you for coming. Good evening, Uncle Al. Well, it's been a long week. Been a long week. Thank God I got a 3-day holiday coming up. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I am tired. I am tired. Made steaks for dinner. Steaks, French fries, mixed vegetable. Um, Been a week. So I have one more partial week, and then we'll be out for summer. Thank the Lord. I'll have a couple of months off. I really need it. I'm like Uncle Al. I'm tired. I will tell you. Enrique Trevino, thank you for coming, Enrique. It has been a day. It's been a week. So I got my grades done. They've been submitted. I've done my IEP progress report updates. They're done. Now I just have to basically do my checkout stuff. Got to clean the room up. They painted my room last summer. They painted the cabinets. They did a real good job. I mean, did it nice. So they're not going to have to do that this year. They'll probably just empty up everything and mop, and then they'll wax the floors. They'll do the floors new wax, and they got to strip them, and then they'll, after they strip them, then they'll, do the. So it's a process. It's a process, and they'll probably put several coats of wax on it. You know, it is what it is. We have a hard time. The district has a hard time keeping custodians because they don't pay well, and you know, it it is what it is. And then there are openings. So many openings. So many people leaving. So many people asking for transfers. My campus is not the preferred campus. And you work on it a couple of years and you can ask for a transfer. So a lot of people are transferring. They're already advertising for an assistant principal. The principal's retiring after 30 years. So they got openings. Hello, Melinda Elliott. How are you doing? Sorry. When I'm tired, I sleep well. Just have the kids do it. Teach them karate in the process. Wax on, wax off. Yeah. Yeah, right. The kids. Kids have no work ethic. They have no work ethic. So I've got notes. Uncle Al sent me some messages of stuff he feels like I need to cover better. Um, I will tell you, I am no professional when it comes to my presentations. It's just me being being me. What you see is what you get. I don't put on a show or airs or anything. So the topic this evening, and mind you, from what I can tell, 4 in the house. I'll go ahead and I'll get started because you never know how many people are going to come in. I did post that I would be doing a live stream today, but I hadn't done a live stream this week. And to tell you truthfully, I don't. I haven't been. I haven't been thinking much about my channel or my channels. I'm letting the main channel rest for the month, and I'm trying to get my backup channel up, and I'm at 70. I don't know. I'd have to even check. I'm past 70, but I'm said, I'm gonna like to get up to 100. I'll do a 100 subscriber giveaway. Well, I'm not going to make it up to 100, I don't think. And at least, by the end of the month. And then I'm planning on going back to my main channel, which is a little over 1,900, because I did my 1,900 subscriber. I would like to do a 2,000 subscriber giveaway. And I'm pretty sure probably this summer I'll get to 2,000. And, I'll be able to do it. And in order to qualify for one of my giveaways, and I think the people who are here right now, most of you, I think, probably know my requirements, and they're not that difficult. Basically, the last 5 videos I will have released, not shorts, not posts, not live streams, the last 5 videos that I will have released when I hit 2,000. You need to leave a like and a supportive comment on each of those 5. If you do that, you qualify for the drawing. Name will go in a hat. I'll let everybody know who the names are. And whoever I draw is who will get it. And those are pretty good odds. This last one I did, which was the 1,900, there were 10 people. Just 10 people who qualified. 18 people different people had left comments on the last video I had released, but then when I backtracked 4 more, it went down to 10. And Enrique was in there twice. He's got two different channels, which he supports me in 2 different channels. I truly appreciate that. And Enrique was in there twice. And I keep saying, hey, guy, just send me your mailing address, and I will send you a goodie box. I've offered to, whether he wins or not. No, I don't want it unless I win. So anyway, that's where I'm at on that. So back to what I was saying. So the topic tonight is one I've covered before, but apparently I didn't cover it well enough for some, and that is food storage systems. Types A and B. So to go over it again, your type A would be meals prepared at your permanent residence. This also includes or covers fishing, hunting, and foraging. I like to fish. I got lots of fishing gear. I've got artificial baits. I've got a lot of the stuff that you can, you just peel off and stick on. It's got a scent, a flavor to it, I guess. I mean, good bait for catfish or for, whatever. And I like freshwater fishing, but I mean I'm 20 miles from about 20 miles inland, at an elevation of about 100 feet from the Gulf of Mexico, and we have the Guadalupe River runs along the edge of our town or city. population. My city's a little over 60,000 people, and there's about 100,000 in the county, Victoria County. But you know, people think, okay, well, I can hunt. Yeah, you can bird hunt. Lots of white wing quail. Right now, this time of year, they're here. Um, Foraging. You know, you want to go poach off somebody's fruit trees or somebody's garden. They say foraging. You know, wild foraging. You start thinking about that. Oh, Mike! Did Mike sneak in? Hello, Mike Crusher. I've been talking. I haven't been paying attention. Mike Crusher is my friend who does all of the wonderful reviews. And here we have part-time planting. Okay. Part-time planning. Okay, it's already Saturday morning. You're on the other side of the world from me. It is about 7:15 here, just about. And you are on the other side of the planet. $486 subscribers. 208 videos. Let me give you add you as a moderator. So part-time planning, you are now a standard moderator on my channel. Pre-retirement days, comfort foods, and more. Welcome. Six watching, 7 likes. Okie doke. So back to what I was talking about. Too many people believe during an SHTF or Teowaki or whatever you want to call it, emergency, that they can do these activities. They can go out in the middle of a crisis and they can forage, they can hunt, they can fish, and, you know, hunky-dory. And that's a myth. You really can't, you know, it's a myth. Now, gardening and small-scale livestock is a different matter. Having chickens, having goats, raising quail, smaller animals, having a garden, you know, like a victory garden or, you know, a survival garden, whatever you want to call it. These are all doables, you know. Some people container garden. Now, you need to have a permanent location. You need to do this at a permanent location. So you have your residence in your backyard. You have chicken coop. You have a garden set up. Maybe you've got quail, rabbits. You're raising for meat animals, you know, for eggs. Goats will give milk. You get a nanny goat, female goat. You can get milk from them. You can milk them. Food and water is you got to have food and water. By today's modern world standards, it's transported by trucks. These big 18-wheelers. Some stuff is still transported on a train or a plane. They're warehoused. You got warehouses and distribution centers, grocery stores to supply fresh foods, refrigerated foods, and frozen foods. But you got to have power because that refrigeration couldn't go out. Freezers, got to have power to keep them going. Takeout, cooked prepared meals. See outies. It takes, I'm getting this from Uncle Al. Yes, strays. Yoda. How you doing, Dave? Well, Yoda's blessed life. Where are you at now? A couple 100,000? Yoda's channel's been growing. Dave's channel, he's going by Yoda. My old friend Guru and Wahoo the Turtle. Remember that one from back in the day? Lots of stray cats around my neighborhood. I'm counting that as food storage. Yeah. True. Dogs and cats. Certain places where the Haitians are staying, where they moved, the Biden administration moved these Haitians in, like tens of thousands of Haitians. You don't really have a stray dog or cat problem. You don't have a dog. You don't have dogs or cats or geese or ducks or anything. I mean, they go in and they'll go to the park, and if they find something other, they'll skin it right there and cook it and eat it. So yes, it takes 72 people to feed a family of 4. You're at 11,679. Well, you're almost up to 10,000 more than I have. You'll be there before you know it. I'm pretty sure you'll hit your number before I hit my number. So it takes 72 people to supply a family of 4 with type A. Power, sewage, and water are working, as well as garbage disposal. Right now, we have all those conveniences. They're picking up the garbage. You've got running water. The sewers are working. You've got power. What happens if you lose them? Got to think about that. This allows you to have normal home cooking. Some people are cooking with gas, and some people are cooking with electricity. Uncle Al said, show Aldi's bag. I don't have any Aldi's bags in here. They're all out, either in the car or in the other room. How many does it take to change a light bulb? It depends what party you're talking about. Da-dum-da-dum. So then you get down to type B. Type B are meals prepared outside in the field, in a camping field type kitchen, gas grill or stove, a camping table to preparing the food outside. Type B are food items that don't require refrigeration or freezers. So what are some of these type of items? Well, freeze-dried foods are a big example. Dry goods, canned goods, packaged food items, dehydrated, and again freeze-dried, salted, smoked, pickled, brined, sugared, powdered milk. A lot of your beverages like freeze-dried milk, freeze-dried an orange drink, chocolate milk, tea, some of these flavored drinks, freeze-dried coffee, or just coffee, vinegar, spices and herbs, flour, I need to do some shorter videos on examples of freeze-dried foods, boxed foods that are basically a selection of different meals or meal items. Number 10 cans, pails, different sizes, different quantities. A lot of people feel like they can't afford freeze-dried because it is more expensive. It is expensive. So when you start looking at, well, take an example, freeze-dried eggs. Something, eggs that'll last you 30 years. You get a number 10 can of freeze-dried eggs. And you start looking at, well, how many servings does it have? Well, depending on your brand, might have 60, 70 servings. I think I've got some that have like 66 servings. What is a serving? A serving is about an ounce or a little over an ounce. You start looking at, well, how much is it for an egg, for the quantity of an egg? Like these number 10 freeze-dried cans that'll cost you $65 or $70 for a can. They've got 65 or 70 servings. You're paying about $1 a serving. And what is a serving? The equivalent of one egg. And honestly, so if I had a can with the equivalent of 60 eggs, that's maybe if you say, well, a serving size is 2 eggs. Some people it's 3 eggs. So how many days will that last you? Well, if you say it's 3 eggs and you got 60 servings, it's 20 days. You say it's 2 eggs, it's 30 days. It's like a month. And you're paying $1 and the equivalent of $1 an egg. Now, right now, if you go out and you buy eggs, regular eggs just go buy a dozen eggs, you're going to pay about $4 for a dozen eggs. So those eggs are costing you less than 50 cents a piece. It's outrageous. I can remember when eggs used to be a nickel a piece, not that long ago. So And Uncle Al would probably say, "You're beating the tangent. You're out in the woods beating the tangent." And I'm sorry, Uncle Al. I am talking about food storage is diminishing returns. Yes, true, true. So right now I've only got a couple in the house. 8 likes. It has been a day, and not many people in here. You still there, Uncle Al? You've been putting out some really good shorts. I've been trying to watch all your shorts. I'm behind on your videos, and I've watched a couple of them since you've. I try to watch the entire thing. Busy day, Melinda. I understand. It has been a busy day. How's the weather in Louisiana? Yeah, I'm off Monday too, Melinda. I'll be off Monday. So I'll be off tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday. I am going to try to do a live stream each of these days. I've got one more week. Tuesday and Wednesday are full days. Thursday is a half day with kids, and then Friday is a full work day. And Friday's my last day this next week. Yeah, it right now the weather predictions are not worth anything. It was supposed to be a dry day, and when I was going to school this morning, it was raining. Predicted a dry day, it was raining. Sometimes predicting it's going to rain and it's dry. Predicting it's dry and it rains. So like this is a season, this time of year, they have a hard time actually predicting the weather. Warm and cloudy. Yeah, it was up past 90 today. It was up past 90. It's one of those days. Hot. And I'm glad you're doing better, Uncle Al. I'm glad you're back producing videos. I know you've been having trouble with the thought police. Yeah, I love tomato soup. I enjoy pizza too. I did steaks for supper. I'll put up an image of what I made for supper. I made steaks, French fries. I have an air cooker, an air fryer you call them. I have an air fryer. I basically, take them out of the freezer and stick them in the air fryer, and 15 minutes later I've got nice French fries. I did a mixed vegetable that was free. It was in a bag that was freezed. I had 6 minutes. Cooked that for 6 minutes, and then I fried some steaks. I grilled some steaks. Very good, very good. I really enjoyed the steaks. Black Angus, I guess you call it Black Angus. Enjoyed that. So we're 30 minutes into this live stream, and I normally try to do about an hour, but there's only a couple of people here, so I want to. It's been a long day and I'm tired. I appreciate everybody's support. And Uncle Al, I appreciate you so much. You just don't know. You'll be getting something. You'll be getting something from me in the near future. Melinda, I'm going to be sending you something as well. Everybody, when you get up in the morning, thank God for the day, and say your morning prayers. I say the Lord's Prayer. I drink my coffee. I take my medication, and I try to get right for the day, and I try to go about my business. Everybody, remember to be prepared. Scout motto: be prepared. And everybody, please have a blessed day, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for another, and I'll post about it. We'll see you tomorrow for another edition of Taco Talk. Thank you. Evening. Bye-bye.